Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to some new FIFA 14 career mode news. Now, you may have seen a lot of news flying around about FIFA 14 today. I personally did another video as well. It was more about the fundamentals and the new gameplay that's going to be involved in FIFA 14. So if you'd like to go and check out that video, there should be an annotation on the screen. If not, there will be definitely one in the description that you guys can go and check out. But all you guys are here for is career mode in FIFA 14, and that's exactly what I'm going to bring to you guys right now. So, I mean, the first thing you look at, you're like, wow, what is this? This is the new user interface that EA are trying to recreate. Now, they sent me over this screenshot saying, you know, this is a mock-up, so it's not exactly how it's going to end up. You know, it's not exactly the way it's going to be in the final game, but this is the vision they're going for. And instantly, it hits me that they're going for that Ultimate Team look. On Ultimate Team, they have a very similar sort of layout. The tabs on the top that you can scroll across, and then things within those tabs. And it actually made for a much better Ultimate Team interface, in my opinion. It made things a lot easier. And I know us career mode fans, we're going to be really happy with the way this is laid out, because we've had to deal with the same layout over and over for the last few years. So it's fantastic to see pretty much a breath of fresh air. You know, it looks so much better, and I think it will be much easier to navigate more than anything. So, on the top 5, we got top 5 tabs, I suppose. You have Central, Squad, Transfers, Office, and Season. As you can see in Office, there's a little 5 in the top right. I'm assuming that that's going to be your inboxes. I know one of the things they said to me when I was down in Guildford at this presentation was they wanted to stop the whole stop-start, when every time you get a new email, you know, they stop advancing, and you just find yourself having to hit advance so many times because you're just getting these emails in. Now, it's just going to be a lot less sort of interrupting you. You can just go on with it, a lot more smooth feeling to the thing, and I think that's a really good step in the right direction. So let's take a look at this. We're on the Central tab at the moment. You have your usual sort of play match, sim match sort of thing, as well as your preview. You see what game's coming up. You also have an RSS feed for any news that might be of interest to you, and then on the right hand side you have the league standings, which I hope you guys are always at the top of. But one of the big things they're introducing into FIFA 14 is this new global scouting network. Now, we all have seen the youth scouting. You know, you can buy a scout for a few million. You can go and send them out. You'll find a few players in certain regions, which is all fine and dandy, but one of the things EA were saying is they don't want it to be, they don't want career mode to be one of those things where you're only thinking about transfer window and you just have to slog through the games to get to the transfer window. Then everything happens in the transfer window, and then you're just slogging through the games again. They want you to be thinking it all year round. You know, not predicting, but thinking about it. Who do you want to pick up? That sort of thing when the transfer window comes around. So what you do is you go ahead and you send out a scout to go and scout out maybe one particular player. It might be a team. It might be a certain nationality, but you go out and you scout the players over there. So let's take one example here. This is the second screenshot I was given. You take a look at Obertan. So let's say I sent out a scout to go check out Obertan because my team really needed a new right midfielder. You can see that depending on my scout's ability, they'll come back with maybe more precise information, that sort of thing. And you can see his athleticism, is between 67 and 78. Technical ability 45, 72. Shooting 55, 64, etc., etc. And you know, I can imagine based on how much you paid for your scout, the more accurate the info is going to be. You can also see their wage there on the left hand side, and like I said, this is a mock-up of it all, so obviously not all the information is correct. I wouldn't take any ratings away from this or anything. It's just a mock-up, and I'm sure the final sort of details will come out towards closer towards the sort of reveal of FIFA 14 online modes and things. That's when you'll really start to see the ratings of players. But you know, this is a really good step for FIFA career mode. I really do think it looks a lot nicer. As you can see, this is obviously in the transfer tab, and then he's gone to the scout report, and it's actually, you know, really nicely organized into recent attackers, midfielders, defenders, goalkeepers. So you can really keep a track of who you're keeping an eye on, you know, how well they're doing, are they progressing well, and whether you would want to pick them up in the transfer window. Because for me, I find that during my career mode series, that every time I'm playing, just waiting for the transfer window, and then when the transfer window comes by, everything starts to get exciting. Things start happening left and right, and they're really trying to make this a more of a year-round thing. So you've always got it on your mind. Who are you going to try and pick up? You know, maybe I can send out a scout to go and check out Sebastian Coates and see, you know, is his defending getting better? You know, what sort of defending is he going to be able to reach? What is his potential going to be? That sort of thing. So that pretty much is all I have for you guys as far as FIFA 14 career mode goes at the moment. Unfortunately, I was only given given these 2 screenshots, but any new career mode stuff comes out, I will be the first one to give it to you guys. You guys know that. I'm always on top of these sort of things, and I really hope that you guys are excited to see this new FIFA 14. I know just from seeing the new user interface, I am really pumped and excited. I hope you guys have all had a cracking day, and I hope that these screenshots of the FIFA 14 career mode has made you just a little bit more excited for it all. I know I certainly am. And like I said, guys, if you'd like to subscribe for more FIFA, please do leave a like, a comment on what you're thinking so far, any thoughts on it. Obviously, this isn't all of the new stuff that's happening in career mode. Please keep that in mind, guys, that there is a lot more stuff to be announced for career mode. So don't just be like, is this all they've done, you know, because they actually have quite a bit more to release, but that will only be told as time goes on. So like I said, guys, do leave a like on the video. That is always very much appreciated. You guys don't understand how far that goes. And of course, share it if you're interested in sharing it. Favorite it if you're that excited for career mode. Until then, I'll catch you guys in a bit. Bye bye.